fucking cameras everywhere live feeds, like, there's a difference. And all that stuff.
And he knows where this stuff goes.
Exactly.
He doesn't understand that, like, I have a life outside of this.
That's what I was telling him. I'm like, he's not a bartender. He's, you know, a PhD student and wants to be your prof. Like, why does he, like, I'm like, you have to think before you do. And, like, whatever. And he's worried, too, because now he's thinking, like, he just ruined his whole reputation as well.
He's thinking about the game.
He's thinking about the game. And
why aren't I the one telling him that he's going home? Why is Emmett going up to him and saying, you know what, you need to worry about your position in the game? Why is it fucking Emmett? And I just blew up at Emmett. I was like, we have a plan. Fucking keep Tom thinking that he's staying. It's a simple plan. Don't get emotional.
I know, even when I spoke to Tom for like over an hour, I still said Liza. I was still saying it's Liza, it's Liza, it's Liza. And I'm like, honestly, this whole thing that went down, I'm not gonna lie, like, people fucking don't like you now. But at the same time, I'm like, it's Liza. But so that he knows that.
Even I'm gonna console him, if it's okay with you, Alec, and tell him, like, this is okay.
I had to look in this guy's face after he did that to me and tell him, we have the votes to keep you, we have the votes to keep you. And I'm just, in my head, I'm just thinking, who the fuck are you?
I know, I'm sorry, like, it's hard for me to fake shit. Like, I can't, like...
tell him, like, you know what, I still feel like you should stay, like, you made a mistake, but people will forgive you in this house.
Yeah. We should do that. We have
I want him to hit him where it hurts. I want him to go.
It's okay, I'm just not gonna say nothing. Like I've been doing for the last few days, I just can't say anything.
I want him to go home with a 0 vote.
I want him to go home with a 0 vote, and I want him to just be shocked. And that's why I want to penetrate.
And then I want Liza next. And
I want to penetrate Liza. I want him to feel like he's safe. Alec, I want you to pull everything out of you to make him feel like he's cool with you.
I did it. I could do it. I can do that. Just fucking, I gotta sit down with Emmett tomorrow and just tell him, look, I know he's your friend, but you can't.
No, just tell him. Oh, no, you can't, because we want a 0. So, yeah, talk to him.
Plus, we want to work with him in the future, too. We want him down the road.
I was thinking about maybe you could tell him. I was thinking, like, if he votes for him, he's still going to have that sting of Tom. Like, why does this guy care about Tom so much? So maybe you don't want that sting.
Emmett, when I was talking to Emmett hates Liza so fucking much that he's like, it bugs me that he wants, like, if anything, them both gone. He's like, it just bugs me that she's still going to be in the house and she still has an opportunity to win an HOH. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm telling him. I'm like, either or, Tom's the biggest threat and he's a fucking idiot. Like, I'm like, the plan remains the same. Tom's going this week, and then we deal with Liza next week. And I'm like, if Liza wins HOH, we know who's going up on the block. It's going to be Emmett and me. Obviously, especially, right, Emmett and me, and if...
No, if Liza wins, it'll be me and you. You told me that on the couch.
That's originally, that was the plan, but I think now it would be me and Emmett.
Or me.
Why do you think now?
I just think...
she just called her a fucking whore.
No, I just...
Why Emmett?
I just think...
She always wanted Emmett.
She always wanted Emmett deep down, kind of thing.
She's always wanted Emmett's blood.
And she wanted yours too, but I think... Now, I think she might be like, oh, like, after what Tom did to Alec, she might be like a look kind of thing if she puts...
She'll look bad on her.
Yeah, if she puts...
I honestly don't think... I mean, I know you were defending me by calling Liza. I heard a bit of it from the bedroom. You were calling her a whore and shit, which is cool with me. But I mean, like, I honestly think she was kind of shocked. Like, because looking at her face when he did it, like, she was there too.
But this was built up from a net.
I know.
Wait, looking at her face. When did you look at her face?
She was there. She was, like, with Tom when he did it. Was Andrew sitting there.
Yeah.
Apparently she didn't see anything because it was so quick.
Did he jolt it open and leave it wide open?
Yeah, he yanked it open, and then I quickly, like, as soon as he did, I pulled my hands in front. And so Liza claimed she didn't see anything, but, I mean, it's like an HD camera with still frames. So it's out there. It's just fucking, that's what's out there.
But did you put the door shut after?
I covered it
Either
up,
way, all it takes is 1 second. It takes 1 second.
Exactly. It's like a split second. And it's gonna be fucking Tom's, like, laughing, cackling face in the frame, too.
And, like, I know with Liza, it was built up from before I started off with Tom. And then she was sitting there, and I was so just, it was already happening. I was like, I might as well just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And then I gave it to her, and honestly, she sat there with a smile on her face, but I know it's because she didn't know what else to do, and she was shocked.
Yeah.
And I don't care because I hate her, so... And I know I baited out the scene, everyone's seen, kind of, because of everything I said.
What did you just say?
I'm
familiar with
baited.
Oh, God. You tell him. You tell
exposed everyone's plan, kind of. I did. I went off.
Jillian looks at you, she wants to fucking vomit. Everyone in this house is being fake to you.
I'm like,
Everyone here hates you. James being fake to you.
I was like, Emmett hates you. I'm like, Peter's faking it with you. He fucking hates you. I'm like, you want to punch me out? You rather, instead of getting evicted, I'm like, you rather punch me out to leave? And I stood right in front of her. I'm like, I take you up on that fucking offer. And she was just like, no, she was smiling, but it was like that nerve, like it was like that, like she did not know what to do. And I was like in her face, and I was going crazy. And Tom would look so, when I was cussing Tom off, he looked so scared. He's like,
no, he's like, I do agree.
He's like, I agree. And I was like freaking in his face. I was gonna go crazy. And I was like, you're fucking lucky. This is a game show. I'm like in the real world, Liza. I'm like, I'll say on top. I'm like, Tom,
and those veins are coming out of
my veins were popping. My eyeballs are bulging. Everyone was so scared. I was like walking by everyone. Everyone's like jumping out of the way.
Topaz, just don't hit her. Topaz, just don't hit her.
Yeah.
You look like someone who's a bitch.
Huh?
You're out there like, oh, you're better.
And I went crazy. I was like, oh my god.
I was like, I would jump in.
Tala looked scared as hell.
She was like standing behind. It's like, Tala, where are you supposed to jump in?
I know Tala was like way back there, like standing there, and it's like, oh my god.
I just want to make sure that you're okay.
I was honestly like, I was telling Tala, I just like stood up in the room, in the have-not room, and I was like, should I go out there and like
because
tell
you're
him
good
it's okay?
now, right, Topaz?
Huh?
You're good now.
Yeah.
I was like, should I go out there and tell him it's okay, or should I not? And then I laid back down in the bed, and I was like, no, I'll tell him in the morning. And then I just couldn't, because I thought he was genuinely feeling really bad about it. And like,
But who cares, Alec? Who cares?
I mean, that has nothing to do with the game. If I go out there and tell him it's okay,
But what he, I know, but I'm saying what he did to you had nothing to do with the game.
I know, but he's a
So then why do
different
you
person
care?
now. He acts impulsively, and then thinks a lot of consequences after.
Barely.
Well, yeah, he doesn't apparently. But whatever. I felt like if he was, then he would need somebody to tell him that it was alright. Imagine you did that, and like it was like joking around, and you felt bad about it genuinely, and then they came out and told you that it was okay, or you feel about
I know. I would be like, no, that person should stay in the room. I should stay out here. I should sulk, and I deserve to because what I did was wrong. I shouldn't be consoled.
But he knows what he did was wrong, and he's
Right,
dealing
so
with it clearly right now.
I know he knows what he did. Yeah, he knows.
Although I think what he's actually fucking dealing with is the fact that he thinks he's going home.
Exactly, and that's what
what I
it
got.
is.
He doesn't care.
No.
He doesn't care about you. He's like, fuck, I fucked my chances up.
Exactly.
Because you told me he was saying game right instantly, right?
Like, honestly, he just came out and he was like, I'm going home this week. And meanwhile, I've been telling him he's safe the whole week, because that's the plan.
Yeah.
I'll be safe. And then Emmett has apparently told him that he's safe, or he's
Did
going
Emmett
home.
really fucking do that? Really?
Apparently he was just like,
Were you there? Or Emmett told you this?
Emmett came in, you saw it. He came into the storage room and me and Tom were talking.
Well, I didn't see when he came in. I just saw the
And
three of
Emmett
you guys
said
in
you're
there.
going home?